Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Ooh, we're a little hot. Ooh, we're very hot. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, my friends. That is your time. You're here with the Crypto Lifer, and every single day I give live calls, live trades. I make trades. I give trades. I show you what would it be like to become a Crypto Lifer if you lived every single day with me and made a killing every single day with me. Let me take you in through my live trades that I've made in the last couple days so you can see that I actually use real money and I actually make money for a living trading. I don't just make money off my Patreon. I actually wouldn't even need the Patreon. I love the Patreon. It's actually making my life insanely great. You guys are blessing my life in ways I've never thought possible. But I still would be able to maintain a life where I would not have to go to work, just simply trading cryptocurrency. I'm going to teach you how to do that every single day here on the channel. None of this is financial advice. If you're new here, my name is Sam. Welcome. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I've been known as making calls for the last, year and a half. I've been hitting Bitcoin very, very nicely. I made calls for Bitcoin at 10K, nailed it. 22K, nailed it. 27K, nailed it. And all the way up, okay? We even shorted Bitcoin and traded the chart while Bitcoin went up and down, and then we called the bottom at 30K. I can clearly put my hand up right here and say, I kind of called the bottom. So far, so good. And I'm open-minded to say we could still see 25K after 50K. 50K, 25K. I have some reasons for that. I have some other deep insight into the Pi Cycle chart of why that's possible. We're going to get into that in a second. Let me bring this music down. I think it's a little loud for you guys. And I think the audio is a little hot too as well. Okay, there we go. There we go. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. If you just take a look at what's cracking today, we got 11% on Elron, 15% on Phantom. Phantom won't stop, baby. Phantom continuing to the upside, one of my biggest holdings. I told everyone Phantom was my thing. I was going over it over and over again. We got into Phantom at 18 cents, a beautiful 100% gains in about a month. All right, fear giving me issues. That's my one trade that's a thorn in my side. We got 9% on Share Token. SHR continuing to the upside on the low. No one's really paying attention to SHR as it pumps. And my baby, come on, Adam, can you get back to 20? 24% gains for AVAX. Avalanche pumping to the upside. We'll take a look at that. Cody pumping to the upside. Trios Token. These are all calls given by the channel. We'll take a look at that. Ace. We gave Ace up 32%. Booming up to the upside. Hard Protocol looks like it's about to do some damage. And we're going to get into some other things here. Let me go into my trading diary. My little sweet diary. I share my diary with you guys. It's none of your business, but you know what? I'll let you into the little trader diary of the Crypto Lifer. So, we take a look. I was trading Solana. Not a huge trade, just, had been in it for a long time and finally took some profits. But I want to show you my Axie trade from last night, specifically my Axie trade. All right. I believe I was in the bust pairs. I like being in the BUSD pairs. I can't explain why, but I just do. Okay, so look. I got into Axie at 3:32 p.m. yesterday. I got out at 7:54. I was not even in it for 24 hours. Okay? That's another thing people don't realize. You trade here in this market, it's a 24-hour market, right? And we trade it. But you can make two trades in what is called a working day. Like a working day, it's 24 hours. They only get 8 hours to work. But we get way more time to work in the cryptocurrency space. So once you get the skill, it's open 24/7. It's way better than the stock market, right? Because like Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, it does not matter. You can take advantage of the market. So I believe when I started doing trading this way, this was far better for me. This became the optimum way for me to trade, right? Was cryptocurrency. Far better than the stock market because it was open 24/7. I mean, just hands down, right? So anyway, I'm going to take you into how I made $682 in less than 24 hours. I do this consistently over and over again. And let me show you how I did it, all right? This is what the Patreons get. They don't just get calls. They get videos like explaining how I'm going to enter the trade. So, and I even have the timestamps to prove all this because if you're new to the channel, you might be watching me and be like, who is this guy? What is he doing? And I could literally change your life. I could change your life, man. And so look. This is my projection for Axie right here. And you can see the call, like it hadn't even hit this area yet. And why the 1 hour was high. So I said, watch for the 1 hour to come down. I've studied how, I've back tested all this stuff. And I've noticed that when the 1 hour trickles, it goes up and down in the pattern. So if it's high on the pattern, the stochastics will come down and they'll go low when we're low, and that will be your entry. You'll open the trade and boom, right? You could probably still be in this trade continuously. I just put chunks of money in there, and once I'm up, I take my money. If I can make $1,000 a day, I mean, I can make $365,000 a year just simply trading. Never mind my long-term holds. Like, I can turn 10K into $365,000. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because I'm making this money off of 10, 14K. I'm making $500 to $1,000 every single day. So look, think about that. I'm going to grow 10K into 300K in about a year. And I can teach you how to do it too if you want to stick with the crypto lifer. And people don't realize that's what making 300 to 500. And then every once in a while I make a $2,000, $3,000 trade and it just pummels it, you know? I have a portion of my portfolio that I'm loyal to the stable coin. I have a stable coin, like I want to hold stable coin at all times. I want to be in stable coin as fast as I can. Like right now I'm in stable coin again. Now I have an opportunity again for more gains. I sold my Solana trade. I sold my Axie trade. I made $1,000. I'm ready to rock for my next move to the upside. Boom. Yo, crypto lifers, sitting here with my bro Fidel, getting that knowledge. Shout out to you. Shout out to all my peoples up in the spot. Shout out to all my crypto lifers, man. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me sign into chat real here. Get the chat pumping. What it is to be a crypto lifer. We're going to get into Bitcoin, total too. You know how we do. We're going to look at the market. And, you know, last night was heavy, and I stayed strong with my crypto lifers. We did get stopped out on our trade, but right when I got stopped out, get back in. And the stop out was just a positional strength to know that, you know, it's oversold time to get back into the other trades. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Yo, crypto lifer is sitting here with my bro, Freddie, getting that knowledge. Shout out to Don Jacob. Appreciate you. Don't believe in what majority says. Everyone is saying it's going down, but it's going to rise more. Smash them likes. I don't listen to anything. The majority has always been wrong. Remember that. Was the majority making the light bulb? No, it was one dude inside his house, right? Like inside a garage. Like, was the majority Nikola? You know what I'm saying? The smartest people in the world were loners and alone. The greatest philosophers, the greatest mathematicians, all the information, you know, the people we look up to this day. You know, Cardano, the guy we looked up yesterday, Girolamo Cardano. These weren't people that were hanging out with the masses. These were people, the crypto lifer, weirdos like me. I like to isolate myself into my charts. I get such joy out of watching my charts play out to the upside. Boom, no stop loss got hit. Risk 10%. Now you're ready to rock. And so look, boom, and there's the trade. Make 17%. And that happened overnight. I sold immediately. I don't play. Look where I sold. I like to pay myself. I sold at 78, 30, 83, right? Where is it now? It's probably at 78. 78. Look, it's right at my sell. And here's the deal. If it stays flat, it's okay. I have an idea of what's going to happen. The 1 hour needs to reset to the downside. So this 1 hour is going to reset. That's what happens. I don't use my emotions. I'm a bot. I watch what the computer does, and I trade like a computer, man. This is going to now fill this thing here, and then it's going to boom back up. Like, I already can see the trade before it happened, just like I did it already. I did this with this earlier. I did the same thing with this. I projected this all into existence, and it happened. Now I'm going to project this into existence, and it will likely happen. And the idea is this is still the same trade. So if you don't have the time like me, I have the time to get in and out, set an alert, you know? So then I just go down here and I set an alert. It's really simple math, right? And then when this comes back down here, I get into the trade. How crazy is that? How beautiful is that? I use the stochastics RSI as my gain, and I used pattern trading. I'm also good at watching things. Look, tight moving averages, loose moving averages when you sell. When they get tight again, you get in. They're starting to get tight. Sometimes, and the 200 doesn't always have to be involved. It's such a bigger lagging. But when you have all the moving averages getting tight, like right here, all of them were tight. You had the 21 crossing. They were all super tight. The 50 is about to cross the 80 and the 100. It's a golden cross down here too. Right when the 50 crossed, right there, we call these golden crosses. There's a reason why we call it a golden cross. Look what happened to the price after the golden cross. Boom! Even on the 1 hour. Even on the 1 hour. Right here, here's another golden cross. You could just play this. I buy when the 50 crosses the 200. I sell when the 21 gets really far away from the 200-day moving average. These are simple concepts that I'm trying to teach people. And then they're letting do not use your emotions to trade. Please. Use the chart. Use the chart. All right. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Can we take a look at Dogimon Go? PCS token, pretty cool game. Looks like it's breaking out. What do you think? Alexander Allen asking for Dogimon Go. We'll take a look at it on the PooCoin, of course. Dogimon Go, Dogo. Already wasted my time. I mean, $26 million market cap. Wish we had seen this sooner. It erupted. Absolutely erupted. And, it broke out. This thing did respect the TA. Respect the TA, man. Mitch Ray, he holds it down. I can't say. I like to say the same thing, man. Respect the TA. Like, don't go against it. Like, do damage with the TA or get burnt and wrecked with your emotions. Play with the TA or get spanked. And then it's got a measured move. Yeah, this thing's got legs for sure. And then it broke out of the rising wedge. Kind of, ascending triangle. Which has more legs. Look for a pullback at that point. I mean, it went parabolic. Congratulations. I wish we had seen this sooner. Dogimon Go. It makes a lot of sense too. Dogimon Go. A lot of times they put the website right here. Not sure why they didn't. Dogimon Go. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Thank you for the $5 super chat though. Dogimon Go. Now I got to look at the game. You make me look at the game, man. DojimonGo.com. Every time there's something new every single day, and this channel's on it. Dogimon Go. Start now and catch your first Dogimon. Come and play. Combine the playing experience with your favorite Dogimons. Start catching Dogimons today. If you're a great trainer, you can find cryptocurrency as prey among the Dogimons. The Dogimons are waiting for you. Start now and catch them all. What is the target? Dodge soon, earn while playing. Dogimon Go. Is this for real? I can't take this right now. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. They made the... All right. Oh, my gosh, man. That's ridiculous. All right. Moving on. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let's get back into the brass tacks of cryptocurrency and making gains daily. So, here's my idea for AXY. I'd like to get back in somewhere in this place. And this is how we step our way right on in. Okay? Right on in. Stop loss would have to be like, I guess, below this wick. And what I'd like to see is, see this wick here? See this wick? Just a nice jab to it and a bounce off support. They might even wick you right back down to this level and do a boom. You know, both things are possible. So you could have an entry here or here, depending on what happens. right? Nothing's set in stone and nothing's guaranteed. You get ready. If you hit it, you hit it. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It went exactly to plan. It was exactly, and actually it's still pumping now, right? So we'll see. I'm just going to watch it fill my see, most people are watching the price like, oh, I sold at 78.90 and oh, now it's, I don't worry about that. I'm watching market structure at all times. And honestly, like, look at this. It's looking pretty crispy here. It's looking hot and flaky, ready to rock, like some striped bass. I mean, that's a bull pennant about to break up on the 5-minute, is it not? May get bullish. We'll see. All eyes on Axie for sure. Looking very hot again. I believe TLM's about to do the same thing, and Solana as well. These altcoins are just boiling up for their next move to the upside. You can feel it. Let's take a look at Phantom. As Phantom did a double bottom here at the end of a wedge. Textbook move for a nice move back to the upside. Flagging out right here on the 1 hour. So it looks like we're going to take this to total and total 2. And I'm going to give you what's going on in the entire market. That's what total and total 2 are. Every single day we go over Bitcoin. Total 2. Bitcoin dominance. We throw in the dollar index. We throw in the Dow Jones. I got the Dow Jones track to go up huge. It's looking very bullish. So anyone that isn't seeing that just doesn't know TA at all. But I'll show you the signs that the Dow is about to pump to some ungodly levels, and I'll show you why. Cup and handle here for Phantom. Looks like it's about to blast to the upside. It might just fill this a little more, bounce off a previous support line here. Look at these two levels of support and resistance for Phantom. And highly likely to keep moving to the upside, back to 50. Phantom's gone, baby. I think you're going to see I see a super cycle in the altcoins brewing. And anything is possible. That's why I take profits on the way up and take profits. Make sure you take your profits. You see me selling all my way, always keeping a bag of USDT. Okay? And eventually I'll go very hard on a nice long-term trade too as well. As I did, I went hard into BTC at 32,400. I didn't catch the exact bottom with that chunk. I did buy the bottom. I bought 29.5, 29.7. I bought as much as I could of BTC in those areas around $30,000, $29,000, $32,000, $34,000, the whole area, even 45, 44, 43, the whole shebang. Cake doing its thing, Kava banging on them. We talked about Kava, 14% gains for Kava. Let me go over the gains that we made just last night in the Patreon. In case you wanted to get it in the Patreon, but you were just like, nah, I wasn't sure. Let me just show you what happened last night in the Patreon. As I scroll through free trades that I don't want you to see. No, but hold on. So right here, look. We had EGLD for 52% gains, and it boomed up even more. Booming to the upside. Right? We had Certic booming for 32% gains out of the cup and handle. Came right back down to the open, but never hit the stop loss. We're 7% to gain 32, a 4-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. Beautiful trade to the upside. Many other trades pop to the upside as well. We have Forest booming up about 10%. Forest Plus doing its thing. Kava booming and continuing up. Coming back down now and doing a retest. That's a retest of previous support line. If it holds that level and you see the 1 hour flip up again, very, very bullish sign. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yesterday, everyone was bearish. The entire YouTube channels, Crypto Wendy bearish, Crypto Jeb bearish. A lot of people getting bearish on BTC, right? We'll see. We'll see. One thing I do see, and I have to be bearish now too, is the 1 hour did not make a higher high. Like, we couldn't make this higher high, right? But so far this was a low. We're making a low. As long as we don't make a higher low, a lower low than this low, we're fine. And what we did is we stayed inside of this giant. We stayed inside of this pennant here. So let's look at Bitcoin with fresh eyes like I do every single day. We take a look at the weekly. Let's take a look at weekly support and resistance. We're going to go through Bitcoin as quickly as we can here because there's a lot of alts popping off and there's a lot of things to look at as well in the market. I did take some profit. When there's heavy green days, you should be selling. On a big green day, you should be selling. On a nasty red day, you should be buying something. Okay? So look, Bitcoin could possibly be making a cup and handle on the weekly. Just saying. Could be, anyway. So right here, we hit resistance. We had a candle close right there. We wicked right to resistance. Pretty close to it, right? Yeah, we hit resistance. I'm going to say right there. 48,000, okay? That could be the fake top, and then we're done, like back here. You never know. Anything's possible. That's what I want you to understand, too. Anything is possible in cryptocurrency, okay? Highly unlikely, but, I'm just bringing it up because you never know. You never know. Remember, we were up here doing great, and then they just 2 weeks, they took it all. They brought us up in 2 weeks. They didn't get it all. I mean, I started down here. Most of us started down here. July, September, October, November. We were getting it in. We were trading throughout all of the summer. So we were making positions in here and here and here and here. Luckily, the market never came back down and scooped me out. I got lucky. Like my main positions were all down here. So far, so good. Anything is possible, though. You do have to have a level where you're willing to say, enough is enough. That's why I'm in for the long haul. Some of these I'm like, all right, come down, do whatever you want. I'm in for this 2, 3, 4 year period. This will eventually look, see this right here? This will look like this. This was the biggest thing in our lives just a few years ago. Just like 6 months ago. I mean, this was like the biggest thing ever. Bitcoin had to break this all-time high. We were fighting. And you know what's funny? You know what I was drawing all the time? I drew this probably 100 times, maybe even more, maybe 500 times. I drew this right here. And I even thought this was a retest and a break to the upside. And I kept saying it looks like a retest to me. And I just said Bitcoin's just in a beautiful bull pennant. And then I would draw this and I'd say, I believe it's going. I would draw my measured move. You know how I do. If you go back to my old streams, I'm doing this all the time. And I'm saying, that looks like 26K. And I was doing that when we were like at 10K, 9K. And I was like, well, it's just a beautiful bull pennant to the upside. I mean, that's what I see. And look, shoulder, head and shoulder. Isn't this insane? It was all there for us. Like the, look at this. Bitcoin never hid from us. It was showing us exactly what it was going to do the whole time. Inverted head and shoulder, break to the upside. Isn't this beautiful? And that included the pandemic. It's almost insane. The TA, respect the TA. How insane is that? That's insane. That's insane to me. Let's zoom in on that and really take a look at that on the weekly time frame. Inverted head and shoulder on Bitcoin. I never looked at this before. Insane. Absolute insanity. Good morning, Lifer. Please give me insights on the Keep Network and RSR. Thank you. Shout out to Little Schmitty. Appreciate you, Little Schmitty. Hold on. I just want to finish this Bitcoin breakdown. I will, though, when we get to those. Those will be the next things we go into on the $7 Super Chat. Thank you very much, Little Schmitty. Actually, you know what we'll do? I want to see if we can get these Super Chats pumping because yesterday was very lackluster in the Super Chatting. So here, we'll get into them right now. And people will see how fast you can get your Super Chat answered. That will get more people to be motivated to Super Chat. And then we'll get back into Bitcoin. All right? RSR. Tether on Binance as I take a sip of a Crypto Lifer jar. With lemon. WSG breaking out on the daily after big accumulation. We'll take a look at that. ISI. Well, I'll show you what I see here for ISI. All right. I'll take you through exactly what you need to be doing for RSR. So the first thing I do is I look at the daily time frame and I make my support and resistance lines. You can see it's at extreme resistance. If it can break this, it's going to do I call a gap up. Easy gap up. A nice 51% coming out of RSR. Daily is cupping to the upside really nicely, telling you that it wants to break out. Also, the daily was moving down while the price was moving up. That, my friends, is a bit of like, hidden bullish divergence. It's not the best, but it's a bit of a hidden bullish divergence here because you can see that this was moving to the downside while price is moving up. Okay, hidden bullish. Also, this was like flat. It is hidden. That's hidden bullish divergence. So the daily looking nice. If we break through this area, look for a huge move for RSR back to 60.067. Highly likely. This also was in the falling wedge. Thank you so much, Bullish Shalom. Appreciate it for the $2 super chat. Let's get those super chats pumping, guys. They get me motivated. They get me moving. They make me want to believe that anything is possible. Look at this. So that breaks out, comes back up. So what I would look for this is to go to a smaller time frame, like the 30-minute, the 15-minute. See what's cracking, and it looks like we're forming a beautiful bull pennant. Just like I showed you on BTC. Isn't that funny? It's all patterns, baby. I'm a pattern trader by nature. Support and resistance, Fibonacci levels. I combine it all and you know, to get my results. Major results the last few weeks. Patreon's blowing up. Appreciate each and every one of you joining the Patreon. Patreon is blowing up. Thank you so much. We hit an all-time high. The Patreon is blowing up. You guys are insane. I love each and every one of you that join my Patreon, all my crypto lifers. Thank you so much for getting down with the family. So 5-minute looking pretty nice too as well. We'll take a look at that 1 hour. Thing about this is that 1 hour's high, but it is cupping. I see like a cup coming. I could see a breakout here. All right, you know, I want to talk about the RSR, the stochastics RSI in a second. Because we do know, look, the move comes down here and moves up. But let's show you, I want to show you something. And I want you to backtest these things. You put a line here, and then you put a vertical line here. So Alt-H is the horizontal, Alt-V. And you make a plus sign right there. Why right there? Well, that's where we breach the dotted line. Okay? And I want to teach you something right now about the stochastics RSI. Because as beginners, I think you hear me saying, oh, it's buy when it's low, you sell when it's high. But there's more to it than that. Okay? It's more like a speedometer when your car speeds up, right? 10 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. And as the car gains momentum, it can flush. So what I mean by flush is it can move fast. Flushing a toilet means the water goes fast, right? A flush, it moves boom. And you can see a quick boom, right? So what we're looking at, notorious no lugs surge. Sucks what happened to that project. Hoping to join soon. Shout out to Ken. Why hit the dislike? It's like a few people come here just to hate. Those are the same people getting wrecked because they didn't listen. Do your own research. Smash that like. Can anyone make me their scholar in Axie Infinity? Desperate here. Oh, we got you, man. We got you. We already know what's up. Axie, Sandbox, and Engine will do good, of course. Radium is built on Solana, doing its thing. Also, Audio is partnered with TikTok now. Yeah, Audio and TikTok, big deal. Out of nowhere, they said you can't do. Yeah, then they go after crypto channels, and then. So interesting, right? But that's why Audio boomed up to the upside yesterday. Big news for Audio. I was in it, thank goodness, and got a nice big move to the upside for Audio. Now I got some Bitcoin to play with. I got a bunch of ideas to play with. I gotta look at the market. I got a bunch of capital that I need to displace. That's doing its thing. You know, scared money don't make money. You got to get your money working for you. So you got to do the research so you can get it working. Here's a call for RSR that I like here on the 1 hour. The reason is it's flipping up. Possibly you could break on out, right? Only thing it's a little sketchy because we are higher on the stochastics than I like, but I could see a move to the upside. Right now, the 1 hour is looking somewhat bullish. Okay? So there's RSR. Now, regardless, it could open up like this. It could come right down here when this goes up and comes right back to the downside. And boom. All right? Shout out to my dude, Bitcoin Hasher. There you are, my friend. Can you look at Paradox chart on Dex Guru? Paradox is an NFT marketplace, fair launch 7 hours ago. Only on PadSwap, Toad Network. PadSwap is the rug pull proof, flash loan proof, and has perpetual yield farming. Shout out to my dude with PadSwap on the Toad Network. It's been doing great, right? So far, so good. No, rug proof, flash loan proof, perpetual yield farming. Thank you to Bitcoin Hasher for the $20 super chat. Take a look at Paradox chart on Dex Guru. Let's take a look at that. Also, we have another, we want to look at Keep Network. So RSR, one of two things. Cup and handle here. And see, like, you never know exactly, this could happen too. And then it could just come up, come back down. It's in between. I'm in between on it. What I do think is, irregardless, if you buy in this zone, it's going to break to the upside. So you buy in this zone, preferably if it comes back down to the trend line, and then you're going to put a stop loss, if you can get there, below the 200-day moving average in the previous low at 10%. 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, not the best, but I believe there's more coming for RSR. That should just be a nice place to get in. I'm very bullish on this coin. I believe it can continue to the upside. Let's take a look at Keep for Little Schmitty. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. May God bless you. Appreciate you, Little Schmitty. So let's take a look at this. Keep. I thought it would go up. Let's take a look. This trade went up. I would have taken profits. See, that's why I love taking profits when I'm high here on the 1 hour. It usually is a great time, and then I can wait. The 1 hour is a really good time. It never fails me, man. I shouldn't say never, but it does very, very well. Okay, so a few things I see for Keep brewing. All right, we see this cup and handle that needs to break out. That's still in play because it did break out. You see, like this was the handle, and this handle broke out. Still in play. Came right back down. Did not get stopped out yet. We did not get stopped out. I said yet. It's funny because you never know. But what we see here now, how funny is this? It just made another cup and handle. You see what I'm saying? Wow, all is revealed. Isn't that insane? And there's another cup and handle. I omit this chunk. That's where when they're grabbing liquidity. That's usually when I see this, it means they're going to pump the price because they're trying to get as many buys as they can. So that's what they're doing. Okay. Measured move is the length here. And then this has a bigger measured move as well. This is coming to the downside. It's almost ready to get into the buy zone. Look for Keep to scoop down here, and that's going to be your entry. Could go a little lower, and then boom, to the upside. Again, none of this is financial advice. Get yourself a financial advisor. These are all my creative, cool, arty thoughts. I'm an artist, and I'm drawing cool patterns and ideas. And I'm playing with them, playing with the idea that they, how they may play. So I think we may go like this and boom to the upside. Do you see it? Does everyone else see it? The shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder forming there. Highly likely this is going to play out. I'll give a call for it when it gets lower, or, you can understand how to play this depending. Just wait for it to come to the downside there, right? I just want people to understand how to make a call. Like, you give calls, but there's more to the call, right? There's so much more to the call. And it's funny, last night I said, Axie, Binance, my personal trade. Entry. I said my personal trade. You see what I'm saying? I tell my subscribers when I'm making a trade personally, I'm like, that's my trade personally. Because I give 30 trades. There's no way I could make, 10 trades a night, 15 trades. There's no way I could make every single trade. Okay. Ferrum Network. I like to buy things and no one's talking about it, baby. And Ferrum's ready for another leg up. Look at this beautiful cup and handle. It's not the best, but it's there. If you're new to the channel, Ferrum Network. If you haven't joined the Patreon, check it out. What I do is I try to give you calls. You make enough cake on your own. You do your thing. You want to join the Patreon because you're just like, I want to give this guy $100 a month. Like, why not? And so the story goes. I'd like to pay you before you pay me, if I may. If you'd let me be so gracious. Your house is my house is your house. Come on in to the Crypto Lifer house. We're there every day, baby. From Australia to Singapore to Greece to Germany. Shout out to Cons, my man Cons in Germany. Shout out to all my peoples, man. Waterford football team shirts. Got Doge logo. Awesome. Notorious Nugs. Surge. Shout out to everyone here. Dogecoin on English Premier League. Waterford football team will wear Dogecoin. That's so awesome, man. Appreciate it. You've said it 5 times now. I'm sitting on too much capital and need to make some moves. Y'all are getting rich without me. Shout out to Marin MC. Should have joined the Patreon. If you're sitting on capital, then $100 in the Patreon would be a great way to deploy that. Best part of my workday is the stream right here. Love this channel and the family. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Sammy Cup-and-Hendy. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you very much. Ferrum looking beautiful. There it is again, the cup and handle. How many can I draw in a week? How many can I draw in a minute? How many can I draw in a 10-second period? Look at the bullish divergence forming here. Someone's messing with Ferrum. Someone wants you to get scared. Someone wants to shake you out of Ferrum. Someone is planning something for Ferrum Network. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? So Ferrum, holding trend. Not too shabby. Getting very low here. Look at these. Look at this. I mean, the last time we saw this, and it's a bit of, it's semi bullish divergence, even though but then we got this shakedown at the end. This is looking scrumptious though, only a matter of time. Look at that 30 minute. Look at that 15. If you have to be perfect, you wait for the 30 minute. There's bullish divergence formed here on the 30 minute. What is that? You have a swing down here to a downtrend, but you have an uptrend here on the 30 minute. And that tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. Hard to do when you can't see the bottom of the actual instrument. There you go. Booming. That's a boom to the upside. We also see a bigger form of bullish divergence, as this is a stronger angle. This is Class C bullish divergence. Okay? We go to a bigger time frame like the 4 hour. And what I want to see is hidden bullish. Swing up to swing up. And then I can go swing down to swing down here on the oscillator. And that is some hidden bullish. Tells me that the trend should continue to the upside. 4 hour getting oversold, moving to the upside too. Again on the stochastics RSI. My favorite patterns. Okay. My favorite instruments, oscillators. You can always double click any oscillator just to get a good look at it. We're below that dotted line. We're going to double bottom eventually. Whatever, but momentum is to the downside. This is where I like to start scooping it up. Doesn't mean it's perfect yet, but I'll be looking at Ferrum for sure for an entry coming up soon. The trade does not happen when you make the trade. The trade happens way before the trade. You get me? That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you plan the trade out into the trade. There's days in advance, and then you get into the trade. The measured move for the WSG pump. Omi looks good too. Ken, please send a super chat. Okay, let's get back in to BTC. As it's also dumping, right? So we look at this here. Okay. Can you look at Matic? We will. Bought Trias from your call. Should I sell for profit? Always. Why not? It's not financial advice. Sammy Cup and Handy. I think BNB wants to party. Just made a giant cup, impossible cup and handy in progress. We'll take a look at that. I put a call out for BNB not too long ago, just for a little pump on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at the USDT pair. Thank you so much, Mr. Smurvington, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you more than you would ever know. My peoples, man. Thank you so much for sharing your time with the Crypto Lifer. So we hit support. We tweezer top 2 right here on the weekly. Not a good sign. Last time we tweezer top, Dump City. So that weekly, and I hope we change tunes here, but so far that is a bearish sign. A tweezer top is a bearish sign. Okay. Let's take a look at the 4 hour though. 4 hour looks really nice to me. Funny, right? As I say, the weekly, you never know. I mean, that weekly hasn't been confirmed. That bearish sign has not been confirmed. 4 hour looks extremely bullish to me. Let me tell you why. Price in a bullish pattern, okay? Oversold on the stochastics RSI checklist, right? RSI in a falling wedge, even with a shoulder, head and shoulder inside. Let me show you what I'm saying. Inverted head and shoulder on the RSI. MACD about to turn to the upside. Inverted head and shoulder here on BTC. Two bullish patterns create confluence. Okay. So we have an inverted head and shoulders on Bitcoin. It's in a bit of a cup and handle as well, as this is a cup. And that can be considered a handle, which I've seen many times. Okay, right there. And there's the handle too, which is breaking out. It's actually in a cup and handle right here that's breaking out. If you put the handle right here, you can make this the handle. And that the cup. See that? I'll remove this so you can see it. But Bitcoin in a cup and handle and breaking out of the cup and handle on the 4 hour. Am I wrong? Am I the only guy seeing this online? Yes. I'm the only person seeing this on YouTube. I don't know why, but I won't get put on BitBoy. Even though I'm the only guy showing people what's probably going to happen. But who knows? I could be wrong. We'll probably just get stopped out for 5%. But this is highly likely. Look, we have swing up to swing up. And we have swing down here on the oscillator. This is hidden bullish divergence telling you that the price wants to springboard up to the upside. We had a little bit of falling volume right there. Falling price with falling volume. Tells me there should be a reversal to the upside as well. I like this call here for BTC going up 25% to $57,000. Here's my call for Bitcoin on the 4 hour. It's just a TA. I'm not making it up. It's just we do this all the time. You know, let's see if it can play, if this call can play out. I'm bullish on Bitcoin on the 4 hour. WSG move, Omi broke, liking Theta. Pleasure watching you. Shout out to Ken for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Ken. Let's spotlight your super chat real quick. Let's get you some screen time, my friend. Thank you very much. Ken with the $10 super chat. Nice yellow super chat, huh? I like it a little chubbier than that. There it is. Yeah, it looks nice and chubby. There you go. Sammy Cup and Handy. I think BNB wants to party. We got to look at BNB as well. Shout out to everyone throwing down on the super chats. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Helping me get that hourly wage. Appreciate you. Okay, so here's my idea for BTC. Okay. There is bearish divergence as you swing up to swing down. To me, though, it's starting to play out. Okay. So here's my wacky idea. But it has my personal checklist when I think a trade is bullish. So it's all there for me. Stochastics moved down while we went sideways. We made a flag while we reset on the Stokes. I mean, and we could dump out of that. I've seen it happen. The other day we went all the way to the end and then just dumped. So nothing is a guarantee. That's why you have a stop loss. I'm not saying this is guaranteed. I am saying I like the trade though. Okay, so here we go. Another day out here. BTC looking really, really sweet here. Okay. I'm taking a look at STX right now. All right. Now, let's take a look at BTC on the 1 hour before we go one last time before I leave that, actually. So right now, it's dumping, right? Everyone's bugging out. It's dumping on the 1 hour. But look, this can go all the way down to here, and this will be beautiful and still a nice, beautiful bull pennant. So I'm just looking at that 4 hour right now. And look, yeah, we do have like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Of course, look at this. So look. 1 hour's bearish for sure. But it's a small time frame. And we're going to have down, right? What most goes up must come down, right? So we got you right now. With the target. So they're going to dump it. But it's still going to make a higher low. You get it? So there's your TA for BTC. Rounded top as well. We know rounded tops are no good. Okay? It's actually an upside down cup and handle. Isn't that funny? Look, I showed you this too the other day, which is nuts. If you flip this upside down, look, it's a cup and handle the other way though. The cup here, sideways action, and goes up. And I was thinking if we were to flip this like we were Alice through the looking glass and we were looking at it this way, you would see the cup and handle breaks up. And it flipped me out the other day because then I realized that price doesn't care. Like, we're the ones that look at it, but like price doesn't care, you know? So Bitcoin going sideways is beautiful for the altcoins. When Bitcoin goes sideways, like for the last, look, Bitcoin's been going sideways since the 13th. That's going to let altcoins fly, baby. Because they're like, oh, no one cares. Bitcoin can go blah, 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 blah. And then everyone's going to trade. So people want Bitcoin to go up and down. No one's worried. It's all good. Stress-free right now. Like, all these other channels that are freaking people out, I don't know what they're doing, clickbaiting. I don't know what it is. I think they're freaking people out. Anyway, so BTC, I believe it can come back down here and bounce off 44,200. Looks like the low for me. The measured move here of that inverted head and shoulder. Still makes a higher low and completes the pattern here. So here's my projection for BTC. And no one's saying I'm guaranteed to be right. I'm just doing what I can. I'm doing the best I can as a trader. Every trader does the best they can. Okay? The best they can. And look, I saw an inverted head and shoulder here possibly being made. You know, which is possible. Okay? Very possible. That would still be a funny inverted head and shoulder, but it would be. And it would still follow suit with the movement here too, which is very interesting, right? It's really just the shoulder that we're missing. And there you have the inverted head and shoulder. We're getting deep with patterns. I overlay, I see more. And that's why people come to the YouTube channel here with the Crypto Lifer. It's different than anything you've ever seen. It's you know, it's our own little form of TA here. We're a family. We kill it. We've made some absolute insane gains. Let's go over some of the gains. Boom, 39% for HNT. And I say so far, meaning I believe we're going to hit 63. Luna for 25%. No stop loss. No stop loss got hit. Solana for 108% gains. We nailed it. All the way from the beginning to the end. Nailed it. Nailed it. No stop loss got hit. Only had to risk a very small amount. By this point, we had raised the stop loss to break even. 47% gains on one. Nailed it. PNT, 43% gains. 27% gains for DOC. Dash for 29%. And more to the upside. Your confidence on Bitcoin is hard to ignore. Can you look at Perp? Boom, 40% gains on Solana. More to come. Trade is not over, right? And you can even see here that was a call that would then play out. As I told you, there was more to come. And was there more to come? Yes, there was more to come. 27% gains on Algorithm, right? Target hit on MDT, 28% gains. MTV for 30%. Target hit like a sniper for C98, banging 31% and still going for Ncash and ETH. CTK for 44%. We just get Axie for another 71. We just had Axie again. It doesn't stop, my friends. Thank you for coming on in to the Crypto Lifer Show. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, we're watching BTC. And honestly, what I'm thinking here is I believe it's highly likely we don't get this low, and I'm going to tell you why. Because price likes to move with this 200-day moving average. And the 200-day is moving through the bottom of the pattern. A lot of times when I see this happen, price and the pattern stay within the range. So it's looking to me like the 1 hour may just kind of scoop up before it gets too low, make a big shoulder, you know. Anything's possible, but that's, you know, I'm looking at something similar. I look at the 15-minute, it's very bullish. It's extremely oversold. A really good time frame to be getting in too as well. Strong bullish divergence here that occurred as well. Look, swing down to swing down. And we have swing up to swing up here. Many, many times in my life, as a trader. Alt T, sorry. As a trader right here, I've used this tactic of an uptrend on the RSI, but a downtrend on price, specifically this beautiful double one, double. I love the double divergence there. That is the bottom. 9 out of 10 times, that will be the bottom, and we will make it back to the top of a pattern or more. So, you know, there you go. I do have this head and shoulder. If this head and shoulder gets negated, very bullish. So all eyes on Bitcoin really at this level. Very, very important level to watch at 45,800. And you can see we bounced off it before a few times. Right there, we got rejected in here a couple times. We bounced right there. We bounced. So this is shown to be heavy support. We also wicked up to this area here. And we wicked right back down to there. So look, resistance. We did test previous resistance. Resistance, bounced off it for support. So telling you that we may have done a local bottom here, and Bitcoin may be getting very, very bullish. Just, 4 hour looks very, very nice for BTC. So that's my Bitcoin analysis for the day. Is there a trade on it at the very moment? 15 minutes oversold. So yeah, I would play the 15 minute. Play the 15 minute. Again, none of this is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. But you can play the 15 minute, and look what I see. It's not always perfect. This could be the shoulder ahead and another shoulder there. And we could be booming up to the upside. So you could just play this shoulder from here. So you're going to get in right around now on this low. Stop loss is extremely low beneath the next head, right there, like 0.9%. And you're to gain about 2.6. It's about a 2.8 risk ratio, risk 9 to gain 26, almost 27. It's a wacky idea, but this is the call. If you need to scalp BTC right now, here's my idea for a BTC scalp. Okay? Crazy trade, but there's a BTC scalp right there. This will also confirm what I'm thinking is going on, and this could be a broadening wedge. See this giant broadening wedge? A bullish broadening wedge, which that could also be forming. That's a pattern that I've known to be true. So there's a BTC scalp. It's not even, these aren't my predictions. This is just what I'm seeing in the charts. It's just what the charts are telling me. It took me a while to see it, and it's pretty intricate. Not everyone can see it, but this is what I'm looking at. Okay. And you could easily get stopped out. I don't mind if these trades don't work out and they get stopped out, because if that happens, then it negates my bullish idea, and then we can get to a short for a bearish retest of this pattern, and then we can get into seeing what else is going to happen, right? So that's my full-blown analysis on Bitcoin. That is it, and we'll leave it there for the day. It looks like it's going sideways, and hopefully, now as long as there's kind of no action for BTC, the alts will play. So we get ready for some alt plays that are going to look nice and beautiful. And honestly, I have a chunk of plays that I'm about to give my patrons, but I don't want to give them all out for free because I want people to join the Patreon and jump on in. So I'm going to give a few calls, but every once in a while I'm going to hold back on a call's target or something like that, just to make you guys fiend to be in the Patreon, to feel that FOMO. What programs do I need to be for joining the Patreon? Future Lifer here. Thoughts on BTT? What's your favorite time frame to work with? Bless you, brother. I don't really have a favorite time frame. I guess right now the 1 hour. It depends on the market cycle. What my favorite time frame is. So here, I'm going to give you a freebie right now. Again, none of this is financial advice. But as you can see here, this is a beautiful, ascending triangle of sorts, bull pennant. And it did what's called a retest. What is a retest? What does that mean? It means when you break out, and then I like to show you the story too, and this is why I trade these cup and handles, because they tend to break out to the upside. And how do you get the measured move? You take that wick to the wick. And that's where it goes, man, wick to wick. The algorithm just sees it every time. And that's how I'm able to give dead on target. That's how I know I'm like, and actually you need to slant it a little bit to match this slant. A little more slant, actually. Something like that. And now it actually hit the target exactly. When I slant it correctly, which is the same angle as this, match the angles. And so that's how I play, and so a lot of times you would have seen me make a call like STX. It's that simple. I make a living doing that. Sammy cup and handy. See what I'm saying? And if you don't sell my target, you get upset because if you don't, you lose almost all the gains. Look at that. All the way back. And now I realize what was happening in my trades when I didn't see all this. Like I would buy a trade and even 2 years ago, I didn't see all this. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't realize how the stochastics played with the price, right? And then look at our next pattern that got formed. Now we have a move here, and now look, now we zoom in here. It gets so intricate. There's so much to see, no matter what the trade is. You give me any single coin, I can figure out a trade on it. If it's not there yet, I'll eventually find it. And wow, this seems to be fractaling of itself. Isn't it weird? See how this is a breakout with a retest? This is a breakout with a retest. Also, it's a cup and handle. Now, either you make the patterns up in your head and they play out. I'm starting to wonder what the difference is. And I don't know, or they're real and you see them. I don't know if there is a difference anymore. All I know is I bend and twist my reality to make it work in the way I want. With my life, with my job, with everything I do. And it's just like, in trading taught me how to do that. So trading taught me how to free myself and leave my 9 to 5 in realistic sense, like to do something different. And it also taught me how to do it in a sense where like I'm really actually bending my mind and never looking at things the same. My favorite time frame is the most juiciest one. Exactly. I hate that I have millions of Doge and just sold them for nothing. Same thing with XRP. Used to have 20K of those. Man. In all this, the use of another automated trading system proved better for crypto trading. It kind of profitable than that of signal predictions. Lesson maybe never sell crypto. Just hold till pension time. You do what you must. You do what you must. So look, I watched this and, it could flip up or it could come back down. I like to get it down here. This will be juicy. Looking at it, look at it to go sideways or continue down. Then you look at the 15-minute. You want to look at some more, structure. Looks like it's going to play and make another cup and handle. It's interesting, right? Up, down, and on the 15-minute. 15-minute will go up and down. It'll fill out. The 1 hour will hit. And then this thing looks like it'll boom to the upside. So the long idea is to snatch it back down in these areas. So you're buy. Now, these are the times where I use buy zones. Because you really just need to make sure you get in a certain zone and get out. And again, none of this is financial advice. These are my ideas. But these are, something I would look at. And see how I make the trade way before the trade happens. It's boring. Everyone wants to wait, so don't wait. Wait in your mind. Have your money being made in another trade. So now I'm getting, because I want to get ready. I want my money to move to the next trade. I want to move from trade to trade to trade. I want to be in one trade to the next trade to the next trade to the next trade as much as I can without feeling like I'm being too impulsive and over, And so because of that, I set up a bunch of trades beforehand. So I'm always working. I can work 15, 16 hours a day because there's always a trade I can be working on to get my money ready for the next trade. Okay? See what I'm saying? Matic. We'll take a look at Matic Lifer. How long did it take you to be profitable trader? I mean, I started buying BTC at 27K. So you could say my investments started making me profitable once Bitcoin cracked 10K. And from then on, I've been profitable ever since. So like I got lucky buying Bitcoin pretty early. But to really day trade, like I really wasn't, even though I was a good investor, I was never a good day trader at all. Like even when I was a decent swing trader, I wasn't a good day trader. I just recently honed in on my trading and got very good at day trading, honestly. In this last correction, it really sharpened my tools to be even better. I want to act like I knew it all beforehand, and it would be cool to say yes, and but to be truly open, like I was a good trader, really good swing trader, and you know what? I wasn't a bad trader, but I mean, it was. You know what it is? I think it would take anyone about 2 years of if you do it every day. And in 2 years, if you do this every day, you'll be pretty nice. You'll get it. Because not only is it about me making these calls and seeing the patterns, but I know I've seen so much. I have the experience. I've been out. That's why people should think about a Patreon or having a mentor or getting into a group, because like I've just been in the charts more than somebody else. Like, I've seen these things happen. That alone is the reason why there's a higher probability of my trades playing out. You know what I'm saying? Could I ask you for your TA and AMC? Would appreciate it. John Cocktinson, you asked real nicely, so I will. Thoughts on Cardano by the end of the year? 8, 9, 10 bucks, maybe even $12. I hate that I had millions of Doge just sitting there. Anyway, moving forward. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. I didn't even take a look at the live today. How's it going? Was my 168 people watching? Nice and healthy stream. 123 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Let me tell you why. Not even for me. I tutor people, and then they're like, "Yo, I'm so happy I found your." Oh. They're like, "I'm so happy I found your stream. It's, you know, because of you. I stopped losing money, or, you know, bro. No one been in the charts as long as me. 2008, JK lifer. Shout out to Preston Collins. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I can see that you've had some talent. I see your talent, my friend. Hope all is well with mom. Appreciate your hard work. Thank you very much. Stupid name from the movie Fletch. Hey, man, whatever makes you happy, bro. Check Forrest, McLovin, Lifer. How did it take you? Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Let's keep the super chats and keep the comments going. I like to read the comments and keep it moving. Forrest is ripping my baby. I gave you a call for Forrest, guys, and it's flying to the upside. Your confidence in BTC is hard to ignore. Can you look at PERP? P-E-R-P. BTT. We need to look at BTT as well. All right, let me just finish with this idea here. So I believe this is what's going to happen here with this. And then it has a way bigger target as well. Because it's the base of this. Because it's going to break out of here. And so now you're using smaller versions of itself to get bigger trades. Right? And there's your idea. And that's why my trades have such a nice risk. That's why I'm profitable as a trader. I don't risk a lot to gain a lot. I could lose this trade six times. Look, I could do this 10 times and lose this trade 10 times and lose 6%. Okay? And I could lose this 7 out of 10 times, what I mean. So I could win 3 of these trades, right? And I would only win if I went 75%. And if I lost it 7 times, 42%. I'd still make 30% on my money. 10K would still make 30K, 33 grand. You know, if I took this trade 10 times and I lost it 7 times. I make sure my risk-reward ratio makes sense. And I've been doing it for a long time, so I know that it works. Right? I do it daily, every single day here on the live stream. So check out STX. Really beautiful. Doing what it does. Oh, so nice to be home, man. So nice to be in the home studio. I don't know if you guys can feel it, man. I was traveling, and traveling's fun and all, but, you know, just like certain things, you know, I was in a laptop that was just seemed to be acting a little iffy, man. It's so nice to be on a beast of a computer, booming to the upside, everything looking nice, doing what it does. You know what I'm saying? Doing what it does. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your hopes and dreams with me and jumping in and becoming a crypto lifer. All right. Not only will I help you how to trade, I'm going to help you how to help you stay motivated, keep your mind clear, teach you how to meditate, keep you how to move forward. All right. Get your labradorite in your pocket at all times. Hold with abundance. Wake up the morning I said thank you so much for my legs. I got to go to the bathroom. All right. Manchester City oversold. Good presentation. Man, Ada. He loves 1 hour this month. I tell BitBoy the chats every day they're missing out on the lifer. Him and Richard Hart at the top were like, no. The day it breaks, they go, yeah, I told you it was heading down. Anyone heard of Solster built on Solana? It's coming out soon on exchanges. Solstata. That's going to be awesome. I think it's a good idea too as well. Okay, let's get into these super chats. Thank you for the $20. We got to look at Paradox on Dex Guru. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. My time, your time. We exchange it together. And, you know, that's how we make this live stream pop. Other people find it, the algorithm kicks, and there we form something that out of nothing that was never there before. The meshing of our energies creates the love, man. The love creates the movement. The movement keeps moving. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being with me. I really, really appreciate it. Paradox, NFT Marketplace, fair launch 7 hours ago, only on PadSwap. Wow, this thing exploded. You weren't kidding. People drop us mad gems here, up 678%. And we know a lot of these really end up going up 5,000, 6,000, 7,000% when they start off. This is interesting for sure. You've also been coming to the channel, blessing me with super chats, $20 super chats, at least, I'd say about 20 times. It's about 400 bones. And then you even had your friend super chat me one day when you were like, yo, my boy's phone's broken. I just got a super chat. That was the funniest thing ever. So this thing's flagging out and looks like it could head up for more. For sure. Again, though, this is high risk, my friends. Extremely high risk. You can't even really, I guess you might be able to put a stop loss here on Dex Guru. But on Pancake Swap trades, I usually don't. I just put what I'm willing to lose. This thing could boom up to the upside another 27%. Okay. But it already made some massive moves. Look at it on the 1 minute. Bop your head to the beat. If you're new to the live stream, thank you for coming on in. The most adrenaline pumping, fun-filled live stream about cryptocurrency you've ever found on the internet. This ain't your nerdy little play with the charts type of thing. This is the Crypto Lifer. We talk about how to change your life. Drink water, meditate, use your mind to change your position in life. I used to have a job and I do not anymore. I do this every single day. I trade cryptocurrency and I teach people how to do it in my Patreon for $99 a month. Jump on into the Patreon. You will not be disappointed. I would appreciate it. I educate. I learn. In that group, what do you get if you jump into the group? A lot of people are on the fence of all these different groups. You join into my exclusive calls and charts only group, where I give you charts and calls all day long that consistently bump to the upside. I show you the wins all the time. I have to show the wins during the live stream. Bamming. These are all the wins just in the last week alone. Massive gains, 21%, 28%, 30%. MDT, cup and handle is breaking out. I teach you how to find these charts yourself. Everyone becomes a family. Then we have people in there just vibing. Eventually, everyone makes so much cash during the bull run. $99 a month is like a joke to them, and we just grow as a team. More and more people find more and more coins. More people get educated with my unique, interesting system, which is different than anyone else's system, really. It's my own unique system. It's my own little way of looking at it. And you know what? I think it's been beautiful. People pick up on it. I see people pick up on my system, and they start making profitable trades within a few weeks. Shout out to Mr. Smurfington. Shout out to Tenacious Tim. Shout out to Danny Sonier. A lot of people that jump into my group, they've only been in the group a month. 2 months, and I've seen them making profitable trades. I know they're doing it because I can see their charts. I can see what they're saying. I can see what they're posting. This is what I'm saying. Look at this guy. He's projecting a cup and handle before it even happens on Binance, on BNB. You see, like, he's starting to use projection. I didn't even start using projection until I was like 4 or 5 years in, maybe even 6, but I'm getting people to start doing it super early, and my lifers are starting to see things, and they're starting to see it really clear, and I appreciate it. Now there's like 100 analysts working together. It becomes, not only it becomes beginners who join a Patreon to a bunch of analysts that start tearing the market apart together. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. All right, let's take a look at all the super chats we're missing out here on some. Let's look at the chat too as well. I'm only on Robinhood. Do you have a better suggestion? We do not use Robinhood. It's horrible. What's up, Lifer? Thanks for the 135 Lifer. 173 people watching. Shout out to Love Learning. Changing lives one blockchain at a time, my friend, man. Can you take a look at Hot Chain? We'll take a look at that. Watch for the PA. Make that money. Preston Collins. Lunchtime is coming in 20 minutes. There you go, man. 2014 Trickle Down Clown. BitBoy, he's something. Morning Lifer. People like BitBoy and others do shout outs to other YouTubers, but sit through the ads. Can Bitcoin short? Good morning, Sam. Shout out to Love Learning. Appreciate you. When I do my one-on-one with you, I'm going to use 7,500 and see what you can help me with to build it up. Shout out to JB. Appreciate you, man. You're probably the first YouTuber who pays to not see ads. That's how he knows he is legit. Bro, will pump hard. Don't miss it. Well, honestly, you guys give me so many super chats that I don't have to do as much advertising as others. Okay. That's what it is. So if you guys keep the super chats going, I don't have to use the ads as much, you know. I can make my own money my own way. You get it? Let's take a look at BTT. But this is my idea for STX. Okay? It's on the live. We'll clean up later. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you. What are you doing with that? Okay. Okay, check it out. Moving forward, STX looking nice to me. Okay. STX stacks, baby. Let's take a look at Matic. Look at this on the BTC pair. I'm in Matic BTC right now. Oh, this is XTC BTC. Tezos. Interesting. Look at this. Inverted cup and hindback. Inverted head and shoulder. So what I do is I learn patterns. I got really good at finding them. I started learning how they overlap and create the same different patterns together. For instance, this is an ascending triangle. All right. And you know, it's up here on the 1 hour. Head and shoulders kind of makes it a little messy. So I extend this like this. You could even say it fell out of liquidity there because they were just trying to get in there. And it's getting high on the 1 hour, and you could see a big push up to the upside. Inverted head and shoulder, booming. The Last Poet, appreciate you, man. Let's give you some shine. Let's give all the shines. Benny Boo 07. What programs do I need to join in the Patreon? I would get TradingView. I would get 3 commas. Links are in the description of my video. It would really help the channel if you join through those referral links. I'd appreciate it. 3 commas and TradingView. Together, they cost about $30 a month for a good, robust, for the beginner of both, and that's all you need to get started. I think they're great. They really automate trading, and they make it a lot easier to trade. So, you know, I use them, and you can ask everyone in the rooms about them too, and they'll let you know how they feel. Okay? So, yeah, Patreon and TradingView, man. I mean, TradingView and 3 commas to join. That's what I'm using. Also, I'd make a Binance account. Depending on where you live, you may have to use a VPN. I don't know, but follow the rules of your country. And I would open a KuCoin account as well. I'd also open up a Gate.io, and I'd open up a Bolex account. I'm going to show you that one as well. So stay tuned for more. I'll keep you guys updated. We're going to take a look at this BTT. Killian Bowen, thank you so much for the 99. Appreciate you, Killian. Okay, let's look at Toast Swap. Thanks, dude. You're the man. Can we look at Toast Swap? I'm getting weary of looking at a lot of these. I've labeled the patterns inside of patterns or nestled as a weighted guess, i.e. macro times turn smaller time frames into the smaller time frame. I weigh the size of the bulls versus the bears. Will you sound like a crypto lifer? I can use TradingView and Binance. Yes. Burrito Tuesdays. Can I make an account? I can put orders. No, I do all that with 3 commas. I make all my orders with 3 commas. Tezos looking pretty nice in a giant cup and handle. Looking like it's ready to boom to the upside as well. Tezos. Toast Finance. Toast Swap. ToastSwap.net. I'm just weary of these. Yeah, this is the pancake swap. I mean, yeah, bull runs. In bull runs, these are cool. You could jump in early, start doing this stuff. I'm weary of these things. I did a lot of these, 6,000%. You get these are all B&B grabs in my opinion, guys. Wow, you could stake your Ys though. That's pretty interesting to gain toast. And you could stake your cake right now to gain toast. See, that's something I might do. You have to keep it for 3 hours though. But if anything went down, then you lose your cake. If this becomes a rug pull, right? So, you know, what's the validity of this? Have they been audited? You know, look, they do have an audit there. Hold on. They have an audit right there. For this, we analyzed the Toast Swap Finance contract, which contains logic for their token and their Master Chief staking contract. We reviewed the terms code, the following address of the BSEN mainnet. The initial supply is 500,000 Toast, held by the team, Shady. More tokens can be minted by the owner of the token contract, Shady. The owners can also burn tokens from any address without prior permission, Shady. The owner of the token contract has been properly set to the Master Chief staking contract for the provision of the staking rewards. This also does not allow the team to exercise the function to burn user tokens. Okay. The token is designed to be a governance token. Okay. Token holders can delegate. Audit finding. No security issues from the outside attackers were certified. Some logical issue exists. The token governance functionalities will not work as intended. Look at that. And shoot trust in the team as they have notable control in the ecosystem. Date 4. But look at that. The token's governance functionalities will not work as intended. Already some issues in the audit. And it resulted with Solidity, Compierre, right? All this other stuff. It passed all this. Function graph. Function overview. It's a pretty good audit, honestly. All right, and it could end up being profitable. We did these in the last bull run, guys. We did these crazy little farms. But for beginners, stay away from these. Really, until you know what you're doing. For beginners, man, they just need to be trading the charts on Binance and KuCoin. I realized that. Last time we went crazy in the bull run, I was because I can. I experiment. Like, it makes me want to experiment with this. Like, I want to personally put the cake pool in here and grab 5,000% and get as much toast as possible, and then just sell toast and be out like a Banji. But risking my cake, you never know. You never know. So, interesting. It does have high rewards. Very interesting. I went over it for the super chat, but I don't really condone these. I don't condone these. I don't. And I'm going to say that. And if you do get into these, I use like 1% of my portfolio. 1% if you're going to do anything like this. Okay? So I've said it. I've been very cautious. I've told people to be cautious. I am not shilling crazy farms, even though I'm going over them. And I'm making that clear for this next bull run. All right? We've been through this before, so I think I know how to handle it now. We're ready for anything. Cup and handle here forming on XTC Bitcoin. Looks like the altcoins really want to have their time with BTC. So here's a big midterm hold. It's a long call. And look, I'll put the entry in the, but no, I will move on. That call I'll finish off for my Patreons. So if you're in the Patreon, you'll get that call. You'll find out where the call is, what's going on with it, how to get in, how to get out, and what's cracking. ZRX. All right. Here's when look, we got stopped out of this trade. Maybe we didn't. You actually would have been in profit here, and then you would have gotten out. I think we did get stopped out of this trade, though. Beautiful pennant did not play out. If every single trade worked out, I'd be a liar. I realized that. One day I was like, man, I gotta show trades that don't work, so people trust me. You think it would be the other way around? You got to show all your wins, man. Only wins. No, you got to show people everything, man. You got to be transparent. All right? Look at this thing, though. Booming to the upside. Continuing. This thing's on a tear. ZRX. That's what I think is happening. It's either retesting the top trend line, coming back down, forming a bit of a cup and handle inside of this too. All eyes on these flips here on the 1 hour. Everything's watching the 1 hour very, very closely, man. I'm telling you. 15-minute extremely oversold. Usually they're both together. So when I see this, it's telling me that the 1 hour may want to flip. I'm going to start backtesting this a lot. But I'm telling you, man. Let's backtest it right now. I'm going to show you how to backtest this insanely. This is a cool way. Watch this. I'm going to teach you something real quick. We're going to take the same asset, ZRX, all right? As farm starts to pump too. ZRX, all right? We're going to take the same time frame, 1 hour. Double click the stochastic. Make sure they look exactly the same. Oh, we're on the 15-minute. All right, sorry. We'll go to the 1 hour and the 15-minute, and we're going to juxtapose these together. Look what we're doing. You see this? This is how you learn how to make money. Isn't this crazy? People think you go after the money. No. You go after mad science. It's insanity. So look, down here on the stochastic. We'll keep going to low points here. Down here on the stochastic, right here. Down here on the stochastic. So we're down here. I'm just trying to find places where, yeah, right there, look. There's one right there. So we're going to circle areas where the price took a U-turn in the halfway mark. One there, and one there. Because right now we're getting in that area. And then we're going to find these same places on, on the 15-minute. So here's one right here. And look, by and golly, gee, my, we're backtesting the theory and it's playing out. Because you could see that the 15-minute was low, right? The 15-minute was low. You guys see what I'm doing here? Yeah. The 15-minute was low when this took a U-turn. Here again. Let's do another one. Yep, there again, look, the 15-minute, and we'll zoom out on that. The 15-minute was low when we did a U-turn. See, I'm backtesting this theory now. You guys are getting gold, man. Patreons get gold. You guys get gold here on the live stream. If someone did this for me, like, honestly, I would have made so much money. And so now we backtest the theory yet again from where we're at. And, like, what it's telling me... See what I'm saying? Anyway, just a theory at hand, but it's an idea that may play out, and it's looking like so far the past has told us that it's possible it's going to happen. So ZRX. That's why, and also a lot of these are at places where they're doing what's called a retest of trend. See? So that's why I'm more inclined to stay bullish today on the overall day as well. But we shall see. Anything is possible. That's why we keep a stop loss. Okay. Let's take a look at the bigger target here on the 1 hour. If all plays out well. If all is well in love and war. And trading and winning and losing and trading. And that's how you would do it. And then you'd get your stop loss to slide right below the 200-day moving average, which is beautiful because you should get it. That's a highly likely place where you get a bounce. So shave it down a little bit. Even hit that wick if you have to be extra careful. Actually, you can't hit the wick. You got to be right there. Not the best trade, honestly. But I think it would be an entry for more where this would continue to the upside. But, not my favorite trade. Let's take a look at Forest. But I was using that more for teaching. That was a teaching example. How to backtest theories to help you make some monkey. So look at my trade, baby. My baby, man. Forest going to the upside, booming all the way up. Forest Plus doing damage. It's another call on the channel we get to make here. How do we make these calls? How does it happen? Why are we so prophetic? I don't know why. I can't explain it. You would think I had a time machine. And maybe I do. And I just haven't told you yet. Boom. And I get to show gains on the live stream. And there's more gains happening through the day. It's not just from 10 to 12. How come so many calls boom out during the live stream? Because that many calls are happening in the Patreon. Like, don't you think you should join the Patreon? Don't you think you should join the Patreon? I think it would be a good idea. You missed out on 44% gains. A $500 trade would have made you damn near $200 today. And then boom, that happened in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Okay, Forest, man. I get alerts popping off that I help people. Alert on BTC with divergences. We'll take a look at that. on the 1 hour. Okay. I'm right here looking at the call. It's last night at August 16th, and I'm traveling. I am traveling with my family. No lie, I'm traveling. I see this. Forest, man. Boom. I said, watch Forest. Look at this. No stop loss got hit. See that? I can show you the call, and I can show you when the call got hit. Like, who's doing this online every single day? Like, and showing it every single day. Like, who is doing this? I've never seen anyone else do this. I see people make videos, but they're not doing it live. They're not doing it live. That's the difference between me and a lot of other people. They're not doing it live. They're not. And I'm not hating on anyone. I'm just stating the facts. Right? 44% gains for Forest, man. Booming to the upside. And then I add this to the win sheet, man. I add this to the win sheet because it gets to go on the win sheet. Another call on the win list, man. Right? And we keep moving forward. Boom. Forest. Doing damage. Doing what it does. Have you seen NFT Art Finance? Could you check it out? Oh, man, I don't even want to look at that thing. I really don't. I know all about it. I'm done with that thing. I'll look at it for you for the super chat, but I'm done. Okay. Paradox NFT Marketplace just launched on PadSwap. It did. It just came out. It's interesting. Careful shilling too much, though. You might get, 300x potential. Possibly. Very small amounts. Okay. Okay, Forest booming to the upside. Another boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Cryptocurrency. Sorry. Anyway, another beautiful call for Forest booming to the upside. These KuCoin gems are just blasting off like you read about. Like, it's almost like they're just handing out funds. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. This has been beautiful. So now you play another pennant. And that's another reason you want to take profits. These are like this boom. Look how long it took for the next boom. Boom. And then you had to wait like from the 12th all the way to now. I mean, it took forever. So I take profits and move on to the next one over and over again. I get in around here, boom, get out. Get in around here, boom, get out. That's why I get in the last 25% of the pattern, right? Another call on the channel, booming to the upside. Another day to celebrate. Booming, booming, booming. Let's take a look at the chats. BTT. Sorry about that. Took me way too long to get to your BTT ask. We'll look at it on KuCoin or on Binance. I have it on Binance. Rounded top isn't too great, but we'll see. Could just be forming this beautiful bull pennant. Like so. Bouncing off the 200-day moving average. It's looking okay. 1 hour's resetting. So it's like everything else. Just wait for this 1 hour to reset. That 30-minute and that 15-minute. Yeah, they're getting ready. Charts are getting ready, man. They really are. Like, you could start getting into the 1 hour on the 15-minute chart. Then you want to look at daily support and resistance. Where are we? And I fibbed this out, and we're dealing with a fib here. We got to make it past the 706 fib and boom to the upside. We did bottom out. I mean, that was a bottom. That's a clear bottom out. Double bottom on the bottom, and boom. Could have caught this in the very lows. On the very lows. Good time to get into BTT and ride it all the way back to the previous high. Look at this. Serious gains. Long-term hold. So look, let me clear this away. Once it breaks above this, look, there's not that much resistance. I would, it's just a long-term hold. Very simply put. Put where you're willing to lose and let it ride. That's what I would do. That's how I play some of these coins. It's the easiest way to do them. Let it, if it goes to zero, it goes to zero. You put $200-300 in there and just let it fly. Or if you're willing to risk 1,000, it all depends. Shout out to Crypto Greg coming through with the super chat. $25. Good morning. Thanks for the heads up on Sol yesterday. I got out and made a good load of money. BTT is a bullish Gnarly consolidating on the 382. Yeah, you don't even need the bullish Gatly, though. You don't even need to use a bullish Gatly. You don't. You don't need it. Personally, I know people use it. They use this like, watch, this is what it is, right? This bullish. Let me show you. You could teach me it right now. Like, we could do the, where is it right here? Bullish Gartley. It's like this two fib circles, pitch fam. No, it's in here though. I know it's in here. ABC pattern, triangle pattern, 3 dives. I believe it's like this, and you kind of like, and then there's like another one. I'll show you. I do it with this one. This is the pattern he's speaking of. I'll send it in Telegram. No, the HGL. Anyway, it's coming back down to support and bouncing. These are all hitting previous support regions. If you play your support and resistance lines and nothing else, this looks beautiful right now as a bounce to the upside. Looks, resistance, fell back. Boom, boom, bouncing off the support line. If not, it bounces off. Either one of these two happens. Daily needs to reset. So it either goes sideways, but as long as it stays in this area, this thing looks like you can make some serious gains. So anyway, like I said before, is making the handle on the daily and then jumping on a lower on a lower piece. But this is going to move on a bigger time frame. Long-term hold. This is a long-term hold. And there's the call on the daily. All the stuff's in here on the side. The red is the stop, the blue is the in, and the green up here is the take profit. All right. Okay. All right, shout out to everyone here on the live. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at UOS. We had fun with it already, had a nice pump to the upside. Is it ready for another pump? Let's take a look at that 1 hour and find out. Yes, it is. It's getting ready. Let's do another UOS Ultra getting ready for a move to the upside, shall we? I think we shall. Okay. Let's call on the whales and tell them to pump it again. Whales pump Ultra. They're going to get ready to pump it. This thing is about to fly to the upside. I'm telling you right now. Let's take a look at the 4 hour as it's in a giant cup and handle. Look at this thing. Sammy cup and hand. He strikes again. Coming down the 4th line. He's running to the touchdown. The 20, the 10, the 15, the 5. He did a somersault. Oh my God, he's stopping on the line. He's doing a backflip into the end zone. The Crypto Lifer scores again. Unbelievable. This guy, he's like Tom Brady, man. He just keeps getting in the end zone every single day. The Crypto Lifer. I'll tell you what, man, ever since this guy came on the scene, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, we've seen traders, but I mean, this guy, I mean, he puts out 150 trades a day, and I think 140 of them play out. It's absolutely insane. The man's a machine. I think he's a bot. Some say he's a cyborg. I don't even think he's human. Some say he's part human, part bot. Nobody knows for sure. I don't even think he talks to human beings. I think he just sits in the chart all day long. Does he have a life? I think he's a loser. He may be a loser, but his bank account is fatter than... I mean, look at the trades the guy makes. UL's looking pretty to me. 4-hour shot, 1 hour getting oversold, ready to curl, bottom of the trend line, touching the 200-day moving average. Highly likely positional strength to play up to the oops side. Oops, I did it again. Take a look at BPET, please. I'm so sick of looking at these things. I don't want to look at them anymore. UOS Ultra looking very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Has all the indications of a boomer. I'm going to try to make this one clean. I'm going to make this one clean. Then we're going to look at some other stuff I got cooking. Okay, guys, let me see what's going on in the chats, too, while I try to make this. Keep it pumping. You're the man. No worries if not. I like Rev. Marshman. WSG. Oh, yeah, we got to do WSG for Ken. Sorry, Ken, it's just not on my radar, man. I'm trying to make people way more cake than WSG. No, I'm just messing with you. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. I respect the super chat. I respect the super chat. Ascending triangle running out of room. This is in a falling wedge. Hitting the 200 MA. There's always a reason for the entry, more than just my checklist on top of it. There's so many things to look at. There's so many things to look at. Trade looks absolutely beautiful. It's the money one. This is, if you hit this and you hit, join the Patreon. If you're new and you're learning, join the Patreon. If you want to get in, if you're having trouble making ends meet, join the Patreon. If you're struggling in life, join the Patreon. If you need help, if you need positive people in your life, join the Patreon. All right? 147 people watching, 170 people watching, 147 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? The idea is other people find this channel and it helps them. If you hit the like button, it helps the algorithm find people, and those people get saved from losing all their money. All right? So do the right thing and hit the button, man. PNT boom for 43% gains. Another beautiful call to the upside. All right? Let's take a look at WSG, whatever this thing. See, it didn't even come up, man. What is this? It's on the stock market? Are you kidding me? You're making me go over stocks now? I don't even know what it is, man. OTC, World Series of Golf, Westminster Group. What is WSG? Any new entry point for Sol? Let's take a look at Sol from my man Crypto Greg. Take a look at BPET. I don't know BPET, man. Let's take a look at Solana. Because Solana, you know, this is where the trading comes into handy. What's up with Solana? Well, let's take a look at it unbiasedly. All right, shall we? Unbiasedly. We see strong bearish divvy. We also saw a shoulder and a head and a shoulder not play out, okay? One thing to think about. It's bearish divergence right there, for sure. Okay? It did play out so far. Okay? We have swing up to swing up. We even take this low to this low. There's a bit of hidden bullish divergence. Tells us that the trend should continue. 1 hour is oversold. Some could say you're in this tiny cup and handle here. Sideways, though. You have to, like, move your head to the side, which is pretty wacky, but it's true. Now I think we could be in this channel as well. Let's go to the daily and look for our support and resistance lines. We have none. We're in price discovery, right? With all-time high, look, Solana in September. Solana at $2, going up 35x from where you're at right now. $2,000 would have turned into $75,000 for Solana. All you had to do was back Sam Bankman-Fried and take it to the limit. What I don't like here is the daily is overbought, and you're extremely far away from the 21-day. It has to come down. I mean, if you research this every other time, we've been this far away from the 21 and this high. So go back in time and, you know, rest assured, like, I would just leave the trade alone, honestly. Like, you made your money from it, you did your thing. I would move on to something that has way more room to grow. It is booming, right? And it's got to come back down on that daily time frame. The weekly's just getting started. Look, and you could have just played the weekly just like this, see? If you just played the weekly like a, you know, boom, and not even looked at all the up and down, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks would have been just a beautiful 5 weeks for Solana. Get in at 25, almost 3x your money, call it a day. All right. Seems so perfect, doesn't it? Oversold on the 4 hour, overbought. Coming back down to oversold right now. Rising wedge, which could break to the downside. You don't have a lot of support and resistance, you know? Okay, the 1 hour is touching. See, here it is, though. The 1 hour is... Here, I'll show you this then. Now, the 1 hour is touching the 21-day moving average, which usually gets to give you a bounce. So I think you're going to get like a couple more scalps. I mean, this is highly unlikely to me, like logically, but this is what the TA says. The TA says it's going to go up to 100 on the 1 hour chart. I don't know why, but that's what it's saying. Swing up to swing up. This is illogical to me and doesn't make sense. But my system is I always take the length of the pole from where the 21 moved to where the next consolidation move is. And so my system says this is going to go up. My mind says no way. My mind says there's no way, this makes no sense. Let's see if my system's better than my mind. Today they're not together here. They're saying, "Come on." You got the falling volume, you got falling you got this in a falling wedge as well. We'll take a look at it. Sonarplatform.io have gotten a little correction, so maybe some money to make there. Possibly, yeah. Keep looking out. Let's take a look. All right. Take a look at BPET, please. BPET, man. Maybe 56. It needs to cool off. Thanks. I made 23 out of the last run. Gonna look at something new. Can you do what you just did for HNT? The Sol and HNT charts are very similar. I'm on HNT, so I'm trying to get an estimation. Sol is such a great project. Look at Rev. We put a call out for Rev already earlier today. So I don't want to look at Rev because I gave a call to the Patreons that I'd like to keep to the Patreons. Join the Patreon and you'll be able to see Rev. That's one thing I'm going to hold back for the day, which I usually don't do. All right. But it is what it is. So Solana could, you know, my TA says this. I don't know. I don't think it's possible, but it's extremely oversold in the stochastics, and anything is possible these days, man. Let's take a look back at Axie because I sold Axie. Just want to see where it's at. See, beautiful sell, beautiful sell. Congratulations to anyone that sold Axie with me. Take your profits, man. And look, now it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do. Fall to the downside here. So now I got to go to the 15-minute and look at market structure. And try to figure out my projection. This is where I change my projection now. I get rid of that. It's now reacting, and I have a chance to move, right? And I go from there. Sir, can you look at XLM and maybe storage if you feel it? I think I feel it. I'm just glad to be back home in the home studio. Making those cakes. ICP, please. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. I like selling on the 1 hour because I don't have to go through any of the pain. I just gains, and then I get out. Gains, I get out. Gains, I get out. Gains, I get out. Gains, I get out. So someone did ask me. I think 1 hour. The 1 hour is my favorite recently. Very recently. So it looks like Bitcoin had a bit of a dump. Let's take a look. No, it's still sideways. Oh, it just went up to 46 and then dumped again, but it's still doing its thing. It's doing what I want it to do, man. It's just hanging out down here. So far, so good, man. Bitcoin just goes sideways all day long, and we'll just play these KuCoin gems. That's going to be a beautiful day for me. I don't mind. VeChain looks like it's going to fly. All coins look interesting. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. Hey, buddy, I got a little bit of Stella last night. What do you think? A little bit of Stellar Lumi. Stellar Lumens for the kid. Binance US Stellar Lumens. So everything's kind of in this same little funky little M pattern, which isn't a good. I don't like M's. Stay away from M's, right? They usually dump. That's kind of weary. Let's do a full analysis on Stellar Lumens for Jesse B, shall we? One of the greatest admins in the game. Appreciate it. Thank God I met you. Keeping the room stable and making sure nobody gets hurt. Jesse B. He'll be on the live stream, backed by popular demand, very, very soon. We got to have a round table this week, guys, at one point. Got to make it happen. Got to make it happen. Okay, so here's our daily support and resistance, and you can see we hit it. We hit daily support and resistance right there. A bounce off of there, kind of bounced in this region, right? You could take out the VPVR as well and see what's going on the visible range. The VPVR shows you where there's buying and selling active on the chart. So heavy, you see the resistance there. You see the strong support there and the support there and there. So we come down to about this region it's telling us and bounce. Form a cup and handle on the daily and bounce. Oversold, overbought. Daily needs to reset. Let the daily do its thing. Right? And then take this thing for a ride. So let's wait for the daily to go down. Put an alert on it. And let's touch Stellar Lumens in, what, a week or two? I think it'll take, at the least 4 or 5 days, at the most 10 days. What do you think, Jesse B? What do you think of the analysis? Bigger time analysis so you get the bigger move. We can go to the small fry and see what's going on. Small time, let's look. Small time shoulder, head, and shoulder possibly forming there as well. Am I wrong? I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish, I'm just chartish. Possible idea here. just an idea. It doesn't have to happen. There's a 32% chance that it never does. And then you could also see this pennant here and wait for us to get oversold, which would come down a little lower and then pop. We touch the 200-day, and this thing might pop right out. Here's a 1 hour idea for stellar lumens. Curves up and boom. Entry is right here. Would be right there, somewhere in that region. I'm not perfect. Would be a pretty nice trade for stellar. Look at that. Enter on the bottom retest there. See that? Again, none of this is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project or trade. So if you need a new refrigerator or something, Jesse, this is pretty good. Or you want to, Jesse just like, every time I hear him get in trade, he's like, just bought a new stove, baby. And I'm like, word, man, just fix that house up with those trades. I appreciate you, brother. Okay. We'll take a look at CHR. Someone's posting up some stuff. We got some other stuff going on. Qtum looking pretty nice as well. Okay. We got to look at Total too right now and see what's happening in the market. Okay. Total and Total too. Total is the entire crypto market space. All right. Let me also get that chat back up. I lost it. Luna, please. ICP 35% move soon. Thank you for the 158 likes, fam. Liver, can you look at GRT, please? Thank you. Love you all. Taking a break while I'm working fully. And then you also asked for another chat. He asked for storage. Let's take a look at storage. Okay, storage. Starting to make its move. Here's a call that I made. It boomed up from the entry, right? From the bottom of the trend line. Boom. So you're up nicely from the call. There was 28% gains in total. Really, that's where and that's why I get out at the 1 hour. And that would have given you when the 1 hour was high. Look at this. If you sold the 1 hour like I love to do, you'd be out of the trade with 28% gains. I just like, and the thing is, then and I'm going for the 38. Don't get me wrong. I buy back in when the 1 hour goes low. I would have bought here and then been struggling through this trade and then watching it come down low again. Right? Now it's forming this. It's flagging though. This is a bit of a flag for sure. It will make its way to the downside and then pop up and continue on, in my opinion. So if you miss the trade, you get back in here and then it will bounce off previous support. Look, bounce. So highly likely you get in right here, right? But the trade's not as big now, right? Because the target's right around there, 25%. But we already hit for 28 on storage. Just saying, I'm gonna have to add that to the win sheet. That's why I definitely encourage selling that 1 hour a lot on these altcoins because you get a lot if you're gonna trade them. I mean, you do whatever, and anyone can do whatever they like, right? It's a free world, living in a free world. Keep on rocking in a free world. Okay, so check it out. I gotta be careful singing like lyrics, right? I just got an alert. And look at this. It's starting to round up. Axie's starting to round up and bouncing off support now. Maybe a beautiful time to re-enter Axie as it's repositioning it. Look, support, resistance, previous high. Resistance on the low, right? You can just trade the 15-minute to be safe and get out when the 15-minute gets high. I kind of like a re-enter of Axie right now. I really do. I'm going to rework that trade. If I do that, my Patreons will know. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to rework this chart for myself. And I'm going to see what's going on because I see some things that I like. VPR is annoying. I don't use it a lot because it's annoying. I use it when I need to. We are testing the support. Support. Retest of support. That's a retest. Beautiful retest. Okay. STX just hit my target there a little bit. No, it didn't. Why did I get an alert? Oh, the alert's still open. Yeah, when it's grayed out. Look at this funky candle for Bitcoin now. The 1 hour candle is so indecision doji. Look at this. Indecision doji. It's usually a good sign because the bears are trying to win and they can't. Too many bulls want it. We'll watch this indecision doji. But we'll see, man. Doji, this is a morning star. Shooting a morning star doji as well. We don't want to see a bearish hammer. We want to see a bullish hammer or a push to the upside. Let's see it, man. Boom up. We want to see big wicks. Big wicks are great, especially at the bottom of a... That's usually boom. That's a great place to long on that wick. So far, my idea is playing out. We'll see how it works out. But so far, so good for my Bitcoin play. Matic in the same... Everything going to fall BTC now. T-Fuel looking really nice. I'm telling you right now. T-Fuel looking very, very nice. I like to readjust the trade. When I do that, though, it takes away from the other trades, but it's all good. Okay, let's go back to the chats. Sir, can you examine XLM in storage if you feel? Okay, awesome. Rev pumping. I know, of course, because I put a trade out for it, right? See, look. It pumped and dumped, though. It pumped and dumped. See? Had you taken the call, it's like I swear there's a whale following my channel. I really do. There's a whale following my channel, and he thinks it's funny, man. I'm telling you right now. Because he's in my Patreon. 11% gains in 1 hour. In 1 hour. For Rev, right? That's my idea, though. It hasn't even started yet, and it could go up more. But 11% in 1 hour. In 1 hour. I mean, that's crazy. And then he gets to see the Rev call anyway. Okay, and we got the trade of the day already posted this morning. I posted the trade of the day. I'm not even going to say anything. I had to rake and bag. Shout out to Bobby Fan. He's got a lot of money, that whale, from your channel. He really does, man. Go on the 7-minute Rev. It'll be back. I mean, yeah, pumped and dumped. Oh, Rev's going to do its thing. Highly likely. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thanks, man. I'll join your Patreon soon. Soon is the worst thing I've ever heard. Soon is the worst word I've ever heard. I can't stand the word soon. I get it done. Like, I'll make money soon. I'll become great soon. I'll start a YouTube channel soon. Soon's probably the worst word in the English language. I'll see you soon. Sorry, I'm being hard on you. But it just... Do you want to get paid tonight or do you want to get paid soon? How about right now? How about you join the Patreon right now? You join the Patreon right now, you end up taking a trade in the next couple hours. Just saying. Look at Matic. 1 hour. And with that 15-minute theory, you would enter the 1 hour on this 15-minute low here. Will Matic respect the TA and go up another 36% to $2? 196. Bam. This week, I got it done when you said, ha ha ha. Shout out to nankoberryyahoo.com. Appreciate you, man. 1 inch looking spicy. Never say soon or should have. Never, right? As soon is not good enough. I said the same thing before. Welcome to the channel. We trade YouTube. We trade cryptocurrency like a roundhouse kick to the jaw. Bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. We take our profits every single day. There's money to be made out of this market every single day, my friends. Every single day. Matic on the 15-minute entry for the 1 hour chart. If it flips on us, all eyes on BTC. Everyone waiting, looking like a whale is about to make a move on a Tuesday. And we will benefit because we are trading every single day. So we get to take advantage of it as it happens. 1 inch looking very nice. And eventually has not popped yet really back to its all-time high. Right? Okay. Forward from... Yo, I like to see Alex Becker's getting into Cetify. That's a good thing, man. He's joining Cetify. That's a big deal. That coin's gonna fly. We'll take a look at that right now. I'm watching him closely. I made a video about him getting into crypto a long time ago. Didn't really get any traction. I'm gonna make another video about it soon. Maybe that will get some traction. But the idea is, man, I've been watching him, and as much as he's not a crypto guy, he's made millions of dollars, and he has a very strategic mind. Can't hurt to have him jump into the space. Can't hurt to watch his channel here and there and see what he's talking about. He has a lot of KuCoin gems. He's noticing what's going on. I notice things. He notices some of the same things as well. So NFTs and gaming are going to be huge. I do think a position in them is going to be a very, very good idea. A substantial investment in NFTs and gaming is going to be a very, very good idea, in my humble opinion, right? Matic USDT trade here. And I'll go back and clean up the trades that I posted on the live for my patrons. I apologize for that. Cetify, which I believe should be as fun, right? Yeah. Everything's in this same funky predicament. But, you know, to me, it's just all about the TA then, right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder wants to break up to the upside. Trend line forming like this, maybe. Ascending triangle kind of doing its thing. Yeah, I'm going to do a big position in this because he don't lose, man. That dude don't lose. And he knows what's up. I would put a big amount of money in this thing. I like this call. I like Cetify on the longer term idea. Yeah. This is something I'm going to start adding to my bigger bags. I'm going to start doing more research in NFT. I'm going to put out a report into like what coins I really want to be in. And guys, in the Patreon, we do a weekly screen share every single week, where I go over token metrics, which cost $100 a month. That's another thing. Token metrics cost $100 a month, $80 a month, and I include it in the weekly screen share. Every single week, we go over it for an hour, and we research things, we look at coins, and we find a lot of interesting stuff about it. So if so included in the $99 that you pay for me, you also get token metrics included. Like, it's kind of like a no-brainer with all the other calls going on and all the money. To me, it's like, that alone If I just gave education and token metrics once a week, I think that alone would be worth $100. If I didn't even give the calls, if I didn't even have the analysts, if I didn't have the beginners and experts room where people learn and have fun and do all sorts of awesome stuff together, honestly, this is where it's at, man. Loving the setup of the office, trades, and the calls group. So clear and simple. Thank you very much, Crazy Trades. Appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Wow, these guys are funny, man. That's a good idea. I gotta hand it to them. They're giving away a Pudgy Penguin, but they're making baby Pudgy Penguin token. And the more you own, the more you get an entry. Every 10 tokens is worth 1 entry to see if you can win a Pudgy Poke. So they're gonna make people buy up this token to win a Pudgy Penguin. They might create a frenzy there, honestly. You know. And there's ETH reflecting. It's insane. But, you know, the news, this could be a huge call to the upside. If you do get stopped out of this, I would just keep looking for re-entry. Eventually, this is going to pop. Eventually, this is going to pop. Okay? This thing can do it. This thing can do it. Okay? So Cetify, it's heading towards the end of the show. That's when I get I lose my wind. You know, we run for about 2 hours. It's almost 1 o'clock, actually. I'm back in my home studio, so I'm just super happy to be here, guys. Super excited to be a part of the Crypto Lifer crew, just like you, each and every one of you. I am just a member of the crew. It is not even my crew. It is our crew. It's a world organization. Everyone brings their powers, their energies, their vibes, and it's an amazing place to be. I'm so excited to be a part of the Crypto Lifer crew every single day. Thank you for letting me be a part of the awesome crew. Even though I did create it, it's like it's taken on a life of its own once everyone else enters it and it does its thing, right? Yeah, this thing S-Fund SUDT looking pretty hot. Alex Becker becomes an advisor. I can't wait till when I become an advisor, it pumps a coin. It's going to happen one day. They're like, and the Crypto Lifer. We got the Crypto Lifer on board. And everyone's like, oh, we're jumping on that project. That thing's going to fly. You know what I'm saying? This thing on August 13th was just 97 cents. It's done a 3x already. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And it's got more to go in the tank, for sure. And long-term call is very, very nice as well. That looks nice too. Let's take a look at total market cap of all the cryptocurrencies. I need to see it for myself. Okay. So, forming a rising wedge. We know it's getting parabolic. Let's look at the weekly time frame. And we'll look at our weekly support and resistance. Where's the resistance? Where's the resistance, buddies? So right there, we wick to that area. And right there, we wick to this area. Tweezer top there, too. I don't like it, but hey, it is what it is for now. We tweezer top there, and we ended up just flying. So, okay, you know. And we tweezer tops there, and yeah, it was bad, but we ended up flying. Tweezer top there was not so good. So, strong support region here, right? In this zone here at about 1.7 trillion. We got hit. We couldn't break 2 trillion. Lifer, can you do a chart on GRT, please? Thank you. Bullish Shalom, thank you for the $2 to the £2. Okay. So the hidden bullish divergence played out. We had swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Boom. All right. He'll be back. Oh, you know, the alert box, right? Is that playing out? I wasn't hearing it though, right? Anyway, it's weird. He be back. How do you pay for Patreon? If you'd like to get into the Patreon, hit CryptoLifers up at Gmail, and you can pay in cryptocurrency for 3 months, $270 for 3 months. Stonks or dumping. You know it, BLV. He be back. How to pay for Patreon. We don't care about stonks. Join the Patreon. There's the link from Crypto Greg. Appreciate you, Crypto Greg. So we actually had strong support bouncing right here too on the weekly. So we take a look. Weekly bounced very strong off 1.87 trillion. All right, very strong so far. So this is what I see happening. I think we could flag out just a little bit. Go sideways for a week or two before we begin our next move up to the upside. You know, it's that late August, September thing, and then boom. It's the October effect. Google the October effect. We're only about a month and a half away. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. So, just something to think about for total. Now, let's get rid of this because this is going to get in the way. So there's weekly support and resistance. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours looking, in my opinion, the 4 hours looking kind of, deadly to me. Like, meaning, like, highly likely to break out. Like, this is a very bullish pattern. It's a bit of an ascending triangle. I mean, some would call it is a rising wedge. It's a rising wedge. It does have a 68% chance of a break to the downside, which is right here. But we're very oversold on the oscillators here, right? MACD, stochastic, right? And we usually only come to like the middle area here when we're very, very bull runny. See? Bull runny. Anyway, so stonks are correlated to the crypto. They usually follow each other. Let's see if this time is different. All right, Bowash, whatever you want, man. Appreciate you, man. I don't listen to any of that stuff. I Google total too. I don't really care. I look at the dollar index for sure, and I will look at the Dow Jones. But to me, it's like, it's neither here nor there. Eventually, there will be a correlation, and one day your correlation will be wrong, and you'll get spanked. So just stay in the zone you're in and keep making money. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. So we came down, and it bounces off 1.74, okay? That is the idea. But if we break out, there's like a parabolic move that could be coming out of this. And that gives us 2.5 trillion. The 4 hour suggests it. Look at the last time the 4 hour was low here on this oscillator. This low was right here. It's the beginning of a very nice move to the upside. Bam. So, just an idea of a fractal, right? Do we get busy right here? And begin to make our move on out? 4 hours says yay. Daily says I got to come down. That's why I think we pop and go sideways, but you never know. I've seen us pop while the daily goes down. That's happened before in a very bullish scenario. Like right here, we came down right there. Look, we start going down here on the daily, and all we did was do a flag and fly. We could do that. Anything, this will react to the price. That's why you need your support and resistance lines, and you need to watch your patterns. That's why you need to combine all of the skills with technical analysis. You can't just rely on one thing. You got to be able to build your support resistance line, see where we're at. Oh, well, look, resistance. We're bouncing off the resistance. As long as we don't break that, and then we break that, then it's this and that, and then once we break certain areas, then you're like, all right, well, I'm out of the trade now. It doesn't make sense. See what I'm saying? So far, so good. I'm experimenting with small amounts on Anchor and Mirror. Awesome, man. I like to hear that. I would like a full report next week. So far, so good. We'll go over that ecosystem. Columbus will be nuts. Lots of new projects launching there. Columbus 5, man. That's going to be a big deal. What the heck is that? That's got to be Cardano, right? Okay, those looking for the next altcoin to rocket to moon, look no further perhaps. You've already heard about Luna. If you haven't, now is your chance to become educated because a huge upgrade is about to become made, which will then up the ante for the whole Terra ecosystem. There's a lot of noise surrounding this grade, so let's take a look. What is Terra? First, we will start with the overview of newbie Terrans. If you're knowledgeable about Terra and Luna, feel free to skip what is Columbus 5. What is Luna? Luna is a native coin, just as Ethereum has Ether. Terra has Luna. Everything in the ecosystem revolves around Luna. It is the altcoin with the most potential on the market by a long shot because of its killer tokenomics. There is not another coin that can compete. And the best part of Luna is the tokenomics are about to become even more simplified. What is Columbus 5? It's the highly anticipated mainnet upgrade of the Terra ecosystem. It's preparing to be one of the most important upgrades of the Terra blockchain to date. This is because it will simplify the system's tokenomics and make everything operate much more smoothly, as well as allowing integration never before imagined. In layman's terms, Col 5 is a game changer. What are the key changes between Columbus 5 and Columbus 4? To understand Luna tokenomics, one must understand how the entire ecosystem flows. This is where we will see the biggest differences between Col 5 and Col 4. One of the most controversial features of Columbus 5 is it will execute proposal, burn all signerage, including a sizable sum of Luna from the overfund community pool, and will ultimately make Luna UST swap much more efficient. This was voted upon governance and passed. So they're going to burn Luna, dude, out of the governance. I mean, that means Luna's going to go up. They're going to burn Luna. It also gives swap fees to Luna stakers. This makes staking rewards for lunatics and will grow the ecosystem, evolves through rewards, will scale accordingly. In addition, it'll provide support for interchain assets, Cosmos, Polkadot, and Solana, which is critical in expanding user adoption and increasing use case. We'll get more into the interchain implementation below. But how close are we to seeing the upgrade? Well, according to Terra co-founder Do Kwon, the Terra platform has completed the building stage of Columbus 5. The team has entered the coding review phase as a month ago, June. Bombay, which is Columbus 5 testnet. According to Azaf Marani, who's testing Columbus 5, the team is very advanced testnet phase and is waiting Cosmos SDK Visa 0.3 order to finally launch. My prediction is we'll see Columbus 5 go live in Q3. How does this impact Terra ecosystem? So am I late too? Did it already launch? This is interesting. Best peg in the game. Anyone want to buy my Surge? LOL. Such a sucker. US Terra. Amazing. Every time you're getting bullish and bullish starts a correction, sir. Watch out, please. You never get bullish. That's why you have a stop loss. And that's why I say anything can happen, man. You probably just took a trade and got rocked, and now you're blaming me. You know, you never. I don't know, though. I don't know. So far, so good, man. Bitcoin holding 45.7. I don't know what you're talking about. Every time you get bullish and says it's a correction and starts a correction, watch out, please. Every time you're getting bullish. I'm not getting bullish, dude. I'm reading the charts. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what you don't understand. The difference between me and you is I'm not getting bullish. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not getting bullish. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no clue what's going to happen. Nobody here knows what could happen. We get rocked literally in the next hour. They could rock us all the way back down. Bitcoin could go to 20K in the next hour. This is possible. You have to believe anything is possible. The dollar is moving. We'll take a look at DXY. Dollar with a nice little pump to the upside there. Back off that trend line. There you go. Wow. And the daily was pointing down, pumped up to the upside. That makes sense. When the dollar pumps, stocks go down. I mean, people rush into the dollar. The only reason the dollar is pumping is because of, dollar was in a slight cup and handy. You can see it there on the 1 hour. But it broke out of it. Like, it was supposed to break up, and it did not. You could say there's a handy there, though. It did actually, you could say this, though. Yeah, you're right. I just had to readjust my trend line. I did have the cup and handle for the dollar. But extremely overbought. This is just people diving in because they're getting scared of the Dow. They don't know how to do TA. Very simple. A lot of people obviously don't know how to do TA. The Dow just broke back into the pattern. That's not a big deal at all. It's no worries. It's really not. Honestly, I could actually sharpen this out. The Dow's still retesting. That's a retest on the Dow. That's a bullish retest. And it's probably about to bounce right back up. If not, it could fall out of this falling wedge and break down. And that's why I have both scenarios here for the Dow Jones. It's either going to break out or break down. I mean, obviously, right? But we're going to track it. And certain levels are going to tell us if it breaks this level and this level, it's going down hard. Another great call on Sol, dumping back to re-entry at 56. Yeah, man, you gotta sell that. You gotta take profits. You got to take profits. There you go. That's why I was like, this is what the TA says, but it may not happen. But, you know, it could be stretching it here, though. Remember, it's getting oversold in the 1 hour, though. And I use that. I'm deadly on that 1 hour. So it might just Bart Simpson itself right here, making the Bart Simpson. Bitcoin's staying sideways, man. Pardon my French. Dow is chemically based. If the Dow is all, the NASDAQ tech, the key recovery. I have no idea what you say, man. You say you talk in tongues sometimes. I don't have an idea. Thoughts of Komodo. Guys, I got to get out of here for the day. Thank you for being on here. Liver, can you take a look at GRT, USDT? I think we looked at it a little bit already. So it looks like a lot of coins are coming back down to that, you know, support region. And that's why you want to draw support and resistance lines. 1 hour is a little high on this one compared to the others. Needs to come back down or flip to the upside, regard one or the other, then make a bit of a flag and pop later on. That's what I think is happening here for GRT. Look for it to make a cup and handle. And eventually play on out to the upside. Something like that. So here's my call for GRT. And we're gone, baby, gone. Gone, baby, gone. Ever see the movie? This is possible right here. Look for the 1 hour to reset, though, and figure itself out before you get into the trade. All right? There's a projection for GRT. Hooks you up right there, all right? DeFi perp dumping as well. Market taking a bit, look, double top on DeFi perp. Total, which is the entire market cap. It's dumping, but it's not too bad, like I showed you. It's affecting littler coins, but don't worry, man. Look, this has to happen. We've been on a beautiful run. Coming back down and going up is not too bad. Watch this closely. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. All my patrons will know exactly when to get back in a call and exactly when to watch. And I told you, most of the calls weren't ready yet. We need to watch that 1 hour reset anyway. So ready to rock, baby. Ready to rock. Take your gains, man. Take your gains. Sell something. I woke up today. First thing I did is I took some profits. I would advise you to do the same. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby. At the end of every live stream, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Let me take a look at that live stream. Shout out to everyone coming here. Thank you for coming here, pumping me up, booming me up. 11,583 subs. Can we get to 12K, please? Please, can we get to 12K? On the way every single day. All right. View in the live control room. I would love to. Thank you, YouTube. Shout out to the $141 Super Chat. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Little late start today because I just got ready. Had to set up the studio. Just got back to my original spot. But guys, thank you for being here. Hope you took some profits even during the live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Don't play yourself. There's nothing else. Crypto is life.